Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with a special edition of 90 Day Oy Vey, the home of Kibitz and Yantas. And in case you don't know what those terms mean, the home of gossip and nosy bodies. The topic of today's 90 Day Oy Vey is EScott. And I know I said I wouldn't talk about him again, guys, but this one is worthy talking about. EScott is having another one of his famous tantrums, and wait until you see what it's all about. So let's jump right in. This is so amusing to me, guys. He is a whiny baby. Okay, so Warner Brothers, Discovery, TLC threw a big 10th anniversary party for 90 Day Fiance the other day in New York City, and I wasn't invited. Can you believe that shit? But anyway, Jasmine was there. Kenny was there. Tim was there. Gina was there, looking very dapper, if I may say so myself, okay? Jovi was there. Miss Debbie was there, both hanging out with Kenny. Ed and Liz were there, okay, having the time of their lives. Everybody looked so happy. Look at Miss Debbie hanging out with Tyree. Miss Debbie making herself comfy with her ruby red slippers there. Loving the footwear, Miss Debbie. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Everybody's having a grand old time, okay? I mean, even the new cast members were there. Okay, we have the newest witch, a 90 Day Fiance, Ashley, with her man. They were there. I mean, this looked like a fancy schmancy party. Everybody having a grand old time. Bilal and Shida, Chantel and Winter, Emily. And did I mention Jasmine was there? Yeah, okay. So Ed and Liz having the time of their life. Liz shared some video to her story on the gram. So check this out, okay? Her and Ed dancing. I mean, it looked like a great party, okay? I mean, I'm having a little bit of FOMO. Look at them. Dancing, having a grand old time, okay? You know, like a regular married couple, you would think. They actually look like a functional couple. Liz hanging out with Tyree, Liz hanging out with Miss Debbie, doing the rounds, pillow fight. You know, she's just doing the rounds. And then we have this guy.
Hey, fiance, 10 years. Can you believe that?
Yeah!
And of course, I think we've had a lot of spin-offs. And I think you've enjoyed every single one of them. I have. Okay.
Okay, so apparently his name is Howard Lee, and he's like really important. We thought Matt Sharp is important. No, this dude Howard Lee is apparently very important. Okay, so everybody was having a grand old good time. I mean, did I mention Jasmine was there? Jasmine's hanging out with Kenny, Shida, representing the 90 Day Fiance franchise. Okay, everybody was having a grand old good time. Everyone is happy except for EScott. EScott is upset. EScott's seen here with his newest love, Sandra. But mind you, even though Sandra lives in Florida, his mom lives in Florida, his kids, his grandkids, EScott is preparing to move to Michigan. Apparently, I think he has a job there. Not quite sure. He talks in circles. He gives me a headache. But he is moving to Michigan. That I have established. Okay, so EScott apparently is very upset that he was not invited to this party. I mean, after all, isn't he the face of love in paradise? In his mind. So Riley being the level-headed dude we all know and love, tried to reason with him. He really did, okay? He tried to tell him this event was not a Sharp event. It was a TLC promotional event featuring main cast members on upcoming shows for the 10th year anniversary of the franchise. It truly wasn't a personal slight to any cast member not invited. And of course, Scott, in his smart mouth, had to respond back. I checked. I'm in an upcoming show, LOL. The family shan't tell. Good catfish story would have earned me a ticket. Oh, I guess that's a slight at Tyree. Don't give me that crap. It's a 10-year anniversary. Last I checked, we are all under that umbrella. I'm not mad, and I'm going to express my opinion as I see it. If people don't like it, don't follow me. This is why I don't follow him. So Riley continues to try to reason with him because Riley is a reasonable guy, okay? And Riley doesn't want anyone to have hurt feelings. So he says, fair enough, and I respect your feelings. But everyone there is on an upcoming show. I was clear to hang out with Tyree for after the event. It just wasn't an event for us, but I definitely get where your sourness is coming from. It definitely stings when you're not acknowledged, especially how things are done with them in regards to how they present us on shows. So he's sympathizing with him. Scott, at his smart mouth. I'm in upcoming shows, LOL, but it doesn't matter. You're doing a party based on a 10-year anniversary, and they should have sent invites to all cast members. Ridiculous approach. I think he means ridiculous. I'm the only one to find out. I'm not the only one to find out about party after seeing pictures posted. I know many cast members that didn't go and feelings were hurt. So Riley continues to try to reason with him. Scott, you're not a main cast member on the upcoming show. You are a featured guest star to show the story crossover. But I get it. I can hear Riley in my head almost. You got in a physical altercation with Pedro and them and not even inviting you, knowing that the moment will be a big ratings draw, is disrespectful. I'm not negating your feelings. I'm just explaining it wasn't Sharp's call. This is all TLC and Warner Brothers. Just like the last-minute studio audience shenanigans they pulled on us 2 days before filming. So I guess they didn't know they were going to be filming in front of a live studio audience until 2 days before filming. Little bit of tea being dropped by Riley here in the comments. Boom. Trying to reason with Scott. This is what he's referring to. I love the fact that Chantel scratched out Pedro in the promo that she posted to her IG. But the family Chantel, the final chapter, is premiering next month. And guess what? EScott is going to be in it, and he's going to have a physical altercation with Pedro. And that's probably going to be the highlight of the whole show. So yes, Riley gets your pain. He gets your pain, Scott. But no, Scott just has to be a wah-wah baby some more. I also wouldn't know the details as you articulated do well. I think he meant so well, because I wasn't there, LOL. Thanks for your perspective to soften the blow, but it's all crap. All 90 days should be invited with ice sculptures showing 10-year anniversary, LOL. We all paid our dues and are all part of the same team. Riley writes back, fair enough, and I respect your feelings, but everyone there is on an upcoming show. I was clear to hang out with Tyree for after the event, and it wasn't just an event for us. I definitely get where your sourness is coming from. It especially stings when you're not acknowledged how things are done with them in regard how they present us on shows. Now, Scott in his smart mouth goes a little overboard. You don't know my role in the upcoming season. Please heard enough. Can you kiss their asses anymore? You writing my checks too from TLC? So now Riley has lost all his patience and he's like, all right, Scott. Okay, one, I was just trying to explain to you. So please govern how you respond to me. I'm showing you respect that as a man, and I'm not some online punk bitch. I can definitely check your jaw for you, and I'm not even slightly joking. And I know Riley can. Okay, Scott may have muscles, but Riley has about a foot on him, and Riley will check his jaw. Two, you're hurt. And you have every right to be hurt, and I get it. You need to be seen and relevant for as long as possible. Yes. And, they ruin our reputation and image and then make us feel expendable. They can at least give us a reach around when fucking us is over. Three, they don't care about us. It's a business and they will do what it's a business and whatever they feel will yield a better BOI, they will do without caring. So then Riley says to someone else in the comments, he's in his feelings, and I'm going to let that slide because I definitely get his point. I think he knows that he was out of pocket with me, and he knows that I can actually back up what I say. I'm confident that it will not go any further from his or my end. A lot of cast members are upset about this whole thing, and they definitely have a right to be. What TLC did and Sharp co-signed was dismissive and hurtful to many. So even after Scott got smart with him, he still is not negating his feelings and is still on his side. I personally didn't care that it happened from my side, but I truly get where others are coming from. I was just trying to help him understand the why and who. So Scott is calling for backup. He tags Danielle Jabali, which is as in Mohammed and Danielle, Corey and Evelyn, and Dr. April Carter. No invites, cherry picking the dream. Okay, so Scott is tagging the troops, paging Dr. April Carter. I was in New York during COVID, saving lives when the pandemic first hit. And that's the treatment and respect we get for healthcare heroes. So, Dr. April Carter, this is her word salad, which basically, I just want to point out that she chose to highlight the fact that both Tyree and Miss Debbie were there, but Danielle, as in Johan and Danielle, who was both on Love in Paradise and B90, and the other way, was not there. I really don't know what her point is with this, but this is her word salad, basically backing up her buddy Scott. Danielle's opinion about all this is, I'm sorry, but it was a 10-year anniversary. There should have been cast there throughout the season, and not just cast from upcoming seasons. Now, guys, don't get it confused. That's this Danielle that's backing up Scott's opinion on this thing, okay? Not Johan's Danielle, because we all know she would have told him, shut the fuck up, stop whining, wah, 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 wah. I don't want to hear it, okay? So, Scott put up a reel the morning after the party that he insisted no matter who called him from TLC, he was not taking it down. He was not taking it down. So, of course, I immediately started screen recording because, yes, he has since taken it down. I'm not going to bore you guys with the whole thing. This is just a snippet, of him whining and how butthurt he was that he was not invited to this party. Okay? My 8-year-old niece doesn't even throw tantrums like this. Just saying. Okay? So this is Scott butthurt over not being invited to the TLC 10th anniversary party.
Well, you're not in the upcoming show. Yeah, I am. I'm in the
All right, so here he goes whining.
upcoming show. Yeah, I am. I'm in the upcoming Family Chantel. I did Love in Paradise, but last I checked, I'm looking out for it's not me crying over spilled milk. This is in reference to all the 90 Day
Kind of sounds you're crying over spilt milk. Kind of sounds like it.
family. Everyone that's done the show, and we've all paid our dues and been attacked and bullied. And, this event should have been appreciation for everybody, not just who you want or the OGs of 90 Day. Or, I've got 50,000 followers. Maybe if I had 500,000 followers, I would have gotten the golden Willy Wonka ticket.
Who cares about the number of followers you have?
You know what I mean? Reach out to me and say.
So anyway, that's him whining about not getting invited to the party. And remember Colt? He broke his leg while he was filming Last Resort. And Vanessa has been very outspoken about how he's been treated by Sharp Entertainment and the network and such, especially when it comes to paying medical bills. So Vanessa must have heard him whining, and she took to her story saying, LOL at people thinking that Sharp gives a shit about them. You're only valuable for content bringing in money. Everyone is easily replaceable. They literally left Colt in the hospital without a single phone call to check in on him because it was the weekend after business hours and we're not employees. We had to bug them the following week to ask about insurance, and they couldn't be bothered to give us information until months later. Eventually, they gave us what seems like fake-ass insurance to get us to stop bugging them. To this day, not $1 has been paid, and he has over $250K in hospital bills. The only thing they were concerned about was, could we make it to Florida even if he was in a wheelchair? Or could we still film from inside the hospital to document his journey? You guys should stop filming for them if you're that upset over not getting an invite. And no, I'm not begging for money. We have our own health insurance to fall back on, thankfully. My point was not to expect a shitty company to do right by anybody. And I hear you, Vanessa. I mean, this is called immediately after, I don't know, his third surgery on his leg. And they didn't give a shit about him. Hey, Scott, you think they give a shit about you? Really? But, I think I know what Scott's real problem is, okay? Scott is so salty that he didn't get to hang out with Jasmine. I mean, even Mike Burke got to hang out with Jasmine, okay? Scott's moving to Michigan. I mean, he's leaving everybody behind to move to Michigan, and he threw this only fit because he didn't get to go to this party where Jasmine was all over the place, mingling with everybody. She's been mingling in New York, hanging out with everyone. She even hung out with Mike Burke. I think that's what EScott's real problem is. He's a little salty that he hasn't gotten to hang out with the spicy Panamanian. That's just my opinion. So, that's all. Scott, stop your whining already, please. It's not flattering on a grown man. And it seems like your first language is talking shit. Oh, Lord, I don't know how your breath doesn't stink. Or maybe it does. I've never met you in person. Just saying. Thank you so much for watching me, guys. Please subscribe if you don't already. Please hit the like button. Make sure your notifications are on. And check out wordonthestreetreality.com for all the tea you need. Thank you for all the support. I see all the comments. I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. And see you next time. Thank you. Bye.